All right, most of Christ. All right, what's up, everybody? I can't wear them glasses. I'm blind as hell. All right, y'all, just like, share for me if y'all could. Hey, man, make sure you got your books too, your notebooks, man. Look at mine right here, man. My John is split. I buy it. So I had to pull out the other preset book tonight. You know, always gotta have your precepts ready. Anytime you're watching these classes, just make sure, you know, even if you got it, you know, on your phone, they got clouds now, so you can just save all your notes in your phone.
Right.
All right. Okay, like, share, and subscribe. I think we should be good on that, right? I think everybody know to like, share, and subscribe. I don't think I gotta tell y'all that. All right, let's start it up. Let's clap it up. All right, let's clap it up. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's the I.S.U.P.K. Started out on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Been teaching the truth since 1969. We're under Commander YAHANNA. We're here to teach every so-called Black, Hispanic, Native American the truth of the Bible. My name is Nakar Officer 1000. All right, stationed here in Philadelphia tonight with me, man. I got my main man, Pots and Pans in Israel, Officer Baraya, Officer 1000. Let's give him a hand. You know what I mean? That's my brother right there. We've been rocking since day one. You know what I mean? We was in high school together. Now we in the truth together. You know what I mean? So most high in Christ for that. Listen, so we gonna talk about some things, man. We talking about Parenthood and the snap and the snap shutdown. All right. So every Black, Hispanic, Native American always understand the scripture right here. Give me Deuteronomy 7:6.
Yes, sir.
Hit me with it.
Yes, sir.
All right, no sweat. And while the brothers getting the scripture, tell you why we're going to the scripture. I remember growing up in the hood, right? And when I got, like, as soon as I turned 18, I started kind of detaching myself from the environment that I was in. Now, not saying that I fully detached from it so quickly, but I started to unravel certain imperfections in the street life, you know, just being in the hood and just being a product of the hood. So I started learning things, you know, I started trying to go into history, you know, Black history, you know, I started exploring things, trying to understand what is spirituality and things like that. And what I came to realize was everyone around me wasn't, and they didn't understand my conversation after a certain while. Now, of course, I wasn't seasoned by the I.S.U.P.K, so I didn't know how to convey the things that I was learning. But people was looking at me like I was weird. Man, you be reading the books. Oh, here you go. You about to start preaching. Here you go, man. This dude, a nerd. Da, 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 da. Now, fast forward, I'm in the truth. You know, by the mercy of the Lord, I know these things that's in the Bible. And the people that was looking at me like I was weird, everything that I told them was like, yo, man, like they end up coming to me later in life. And they're like, yo, man, things that you was saying on the block, man, I ain't really understand it. I remember, man, we used to be high. You would just come out of nowhere, just start talking about some stuff. And later in life, you know, I came and passed that information. I went down the wrong road. Yo, bro, my bad. You know, people see me as an Israelite. Right now, Drewski is going viral with talking about Israelites and how we go out and teach, right? Cool. It's funny. But here's the thing. A lot of people is going to be like, hey, but they be telling the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like, so many of us are starting to wake up to this truth. So many of us is hungry for knowledge. It's something that's scratching inside of our heads, inside of our brains, and we want to get out of the cage that we in. So that's why here in I.S.U.P.K we had these classes. This is why we break down these scriptures for you. And this scripture right here that the brother is holding, let's get the scripture that you hold. Deuteronomy 7:6.
If I could, sir, before I get it, if I may, the knowledge we have is practical. It can be used right then and there, immediately.
Right then and there. Yeah, we're going to be getting into that. Parenthood and this snap shutdown. Let's get the scripture that you holding.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
Listen, so the Lord chose, if you go back in history, you would track that the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Americans actually come from Israel. When you do your knowledge and your understanding, the world don't want us to know who we really are. There's a reason why they hate us so much. It ain't because of the color of your skin. It ain't about the color of your skin. It's about who we are as a people. This battle of white and black people and Hispanic people, and it goes back centuries. The only issue is we too worried about the newest trend on TikTok. We worried about the next celebrity gossip. We're not focused on the real reality. Right. Remember, I told you a lot of people. I used to be in the hood. I mean, I was around killers, drug dealers, all of them. And me being so eager to try to teach people, them people didn't understand what the hell I was saying until later. They didn't understand what the hell I was saying until later. And they was like, yo, man, you was trying to put me on game, dog, my fault. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about niggas that straight up killers, gangsters. And I be around them like, yeah, man, you know, such and such. And I'm talking all this blackity black stuff. And then they eventually came past that information out. Of course, I told them, yes, some of that stuff I was saying was true. And a lot of that stuff I was saying was not accurate. There's levels to it. This Bible is the truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They be like, well, I do be seeing you online, man. You be dropping gems, man. And this goes to show you another thing, too. Be mindful what you say out of your mouth.
Right.
Be mindful of how you carry yourself, because you can carry yourself the wrong way.
Right.
And somebody that knows your reputation is supposed to be representing the Lord is going to see you like, they ain't really God-like. That's like somebody see me riding past. Let's say I'm trying to be secretive about smoking weed. I'm smoking weed in my car. Smoking weed in my car. You don't think somebody might not find? Somebody will gonna see me. Whoever I gotta buy that weed from, guess what they're gonna say? Damn. I remember him saying that smoking weed was evil. Right. Now he buying the weed from me? See, right. That's why. Yeah, man. All that, yeah, people be lying. People be lying. See, that's why I don't get in religion now. They be hypocrites. That's why you gotta watch what you say out your mouth.
Right.
And watch what you do. Watch what you do. You get what I'm saying? Watch
sir.
How you carry yourself. Be mindful. God said that we are God's chosen people. We are his chosen people, man. Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Watch what you do. So the other chosen people that don't know the truth can know it through you, how you carry yourself. Right. People know I'm unapologetically Israel. Right. I got people that are straight up Muslims. They see me, SHALAM, brother. You get what I'm saying? Because they understand where I'm coming from. They know I'm not coming from ignorance. Right. Niggas always knew. The car, deep ass nigga. That's a deep brother right there. That's what everybody used to say about me. I joke around all that, but when you had that conversation with me, I'm coming from a place of understanding. Now, I ain't saying I always understood everything about it, but nigga, I knew your world. Right. You know what I mean? Now I know this world. Right. And this world is the truth. You understand me? God said that we are his chosen people. Now look at how we being treated in this world. Haitians, Hispanics, West Indians, Black people, Native Americans being hunted down like dogs, being treated like dogs. And all we do is make America great. That's all we do. When we commit crimes, majority of our crimes is being committed towards one another because we hate ourselves. We don't value ourselves. We don't value brotherhood and sisterhood, but we would have a special allegiance with every other race of people that's not of our own. We are oppressed people.
Right.
Read it from the top again.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7, and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
Uh-huh.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
God chose us, Yahweh. The Most High chose us to be a special people. Let me tell you something, man. When you have children, understand they are God chosen children, man. They
Right.
God chosen people. The Most High wants you to raise up them children the correct way. Now, in today's time, I'm gonna be honest, parents, we are doing a horrible fucking job at being parents. Right. I'm gonna just be real blunt with you. We're doing a horrible job. Our children shouldn't be dying in the streets the way they are. Our children shouldn't be seduced so easily. They shouldn't be seduced so easily. They shouldn't be on drugs at the age of 11 and 10 years old. These kids are smoking weed, and 9 out of 10, they getting it from the parents. They getting it from the parents. The parents smoke drugs around them. The parents been smoking drugs around them since they was a baby. There's no reason why our children is going to jail at the rate that they are. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing, and we got to change it. Right. And the number one way you must change it, let's go to the scriptures. Yes, give me Romans chapter 12 and verse 2.
Yes, sir.
You can read it when you have it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody that's tuned in, make sure you like the video. Like the video, comment. If you got any questions, any comments, interact with this. I see all your comments right there on the screen. So, you know, whatever questions you may have, whatever comments, come on, let's talk about it. Read what you got.
This is the book of Romans, the 12th and verse 2.
Yep.
And be not conformed to this world.
Yeah.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Now, hold that. Give me in John, I think it's 1 John 4 and 20.
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 John 4 and 20. I'm going to tell you something, man. This world will destroy you. That's why the Most High said, man, be not conformed to this world. This world will turn you inside out. I know so many people that lost their life for the love of money, lost their freedom for the love of money, for the love of whores, for the love of evil men.
Right.
Lost their life, lost their livelihood.
Right.
Strung out on drugs.
Right.
Can't get to see their kids, all because of the love of the world. All for the love of the world. There's so many men and women that's in prison right now that wish they didn't make the decisions that they made. So many of our youth is going to prison right now. They getting sent upstate.
Right.
They getting sent upstate.
Right.
To spend the rest of their life in prison because their parents didn't give them the proper tools to succeed in life. Right. This is why the I.S.U.P.K is here 24/7 teaching. We putting out content all the time so that it can reach you some way, somehow. We're not getting on these podcasts for our own ego. We doing it so when you see us, you're gonna eventually say, you know what? Let me tap in with them. Let me get in class. Let me change my life. Matter of fact, let me fashion myself after these men and these women so that I can give something different to my kids. The whole point of sacrifice is you're sacrificing your happiness, your lust, all them things that you love of the flesh, so that your kids can get a better life than what you had. Ain't that what parents always say? We always say that, right? I want to give you the life that I never had. Well, give them a life of righteousness.
Right.
Don't Thanksgiving is canceled this year.
Right.
The Lord is, it's bad to say, but I think that we don't need snap this year.
Right.
I mean, this month.
Right.
We don't need to snap. We need to snap back to reality.
Right.
Let's snap back to reality. Thanksgiving is evil as hell. That's what white people set up for us to celebrate.
Right.
That was a celebration, specifically at the every victory that the white man had over the Native Americans after they raped the women, after they raped the children and the men, scalped them alive, unalived them, hung them, did all types of monstrous things to them. And then they sat down and ate and gave thanks to their God. You serving their God, whatever God that white man believed in, whenever they committed those massacres, you're taking part in that celebration. See, these are things that as a youngin, I used to study and I used to research. I'm like, dang, that's evil as hell. Why would we keep this holiday? Damn, that's out of pocket. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
So by the time I came to the I.S.U.P.K, I was like, man, y'all making solid points. Y'all niggas crazy as hell. But y'all making, damn, everything that they saying is right. And the one part that a lot of people don't like about us, but this is reality, is the view that God has of white people. And this is where it made it easier for me to be able to comprehend it. We failed the Lord as a nation.
Yes, sir.
And we had to pay for our crimes. These people done every evil act to us, and they rule over us till this day. Donald Trump single-handedly is showing every young racist white boy and white woman that you have power over these people. Never forget it. That's Donald Trump's game plan. They just exposed the text messages in the young Republican group chats, where these young Republicans that they're building up, that is the engine behind their political and their political and outreach of the world. For a long time, Republicans didn't have a reach the way how the Democratic Party had a reach. Because why? Most young people, especially Black and Hispanics and Native Americans, lean over to what? To Democratic parties. They got all the flavor. They got all the great ideas, right? So when you went on social media, you would see a lot of talking points being pushed by the younger Democrats. Well, the Republicans didn't really have that type of charisma about them until recently. It wasn't until like these last 2 years where the Republican Party was able to flex a little bit when it came to social media and the youth and things like that. So they grooming up the next generation that is going to be in power once me and you at 50, 60, and they trying to show them, hey, listen, you already know white people got to rule this country. And this is the limits that you can push it to. As long as you got those seats in the Senate, in Congress, you know what I mean? In the House of Representatives, man, you can get a lot of stuff pushed. And you can do a lot of harm. Matter of fact, you don't even need all that. You can go through the loopholes to be able to have the power that I have. This is what Donald Trump is teaching the next generations. The Lord about to take his life real soon. I don't think he's gonna last these 4 years. The Lord gonna take his life. He already showing signs of dementia. Right. He already showing it.
Right.
But these white people, man, they are against us, and we cannot trust them.
Right.
all throughout the Bible, the Lord showed you who your enemy is. And that long list of who your enemies will be and what your enemies will do to you, God said not to trust those people.
Right.
So we don't trust them. And that's how we stay safe. That's how I love this one reel I seen. This reel, it was these four sisters. The four sisters and the white dude was like, hey, mom invited to the cookout. And they said no. You know what I mean? And they seen how it was awkward because they were supposed to say yes. But they said no. But they had to try to smooth it out. Well, you got to get the invitation. You can't ask for it. Can you do that? Like, they really wanted to say hell no.
Right.
None of you people are invited to the cookout. And that's the spirit of righteousness.
Right.
But when the world, they would make us look like we're evil because we don't want those people. We don't want our people to act like white people. But here's the thing: we can never act like them because they destroy, they pillage, they rape their way into victories.
Right.
Us, we have class, we have some dignity, we have some integrity.
Right.
You understand? Black people, we shame, as a whole, we shamed Bill Cosby. As a people, we shamed what's his name? R. Kelly. We would never vote for R. Kelly to be president, but white people, they would vote for a rapist named Donald Trump to be president, a convicted felon. They'll talk about us being felons. Donald Trump is a convicted felon, and he's in office, and he's being supported.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. 2025, you better tighten up. You got the scripture
Right.
I got? Right,
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 4 and verse 20.
Let's get it.
If a man say, I love God,
Mm-hmm.
and hateth his brother,
If you say that you love God, right? You hate your brother, right? That's being in the world. The Most High sends Zephaniah 2:1 to come together. O nation not desired. We are the people that's not desired. People hate us. I know when I go into my building every day, I know white people look at me and they be like, why are you here?
right,
He's probably a thug.
right,
He's probably got a bunch of baby mamas.
right,
Look at him.
right,
Look at him with that nigga hair.
right,
Why don't he go get a haircut?
right,
He should cut his hair. Whoa, why he's driving around in that car? Why is he here?
right.
They need to hire somebody else, someone else white. But guess what? I don't care.
Right.
I don't shuck. I don't jive. I don't even change up my lingo on purpose. I talk regular. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I got you. No problem. No sweat. They be like, damn. And then I start breaking it down to them, like, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. All right, no problem, no sweat. Just give me a minute, boom, boom. And they just be like, this nigga is smart as hell. Damn, what can I say? They can't say nothing.
Right.
You get what I mean? I deal with them the way I gotta deal with them. The school told me this a long time ago. You don't gotta be hateful towards them.
Right.
Be cordial.
Right.
You didn't make your money and that's it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? When it comes to my people, I give extra love. I give extra love. It's a sister sitting outside of our door right now as we speak. She's homeless. Guess what? I'm not going to make her leave because she feels comfort being in front of the Lord's home.
Right.
This is the Lord's home right here, man.
Right.
This is the Lord's school. This is one of his sanctuaries. She can stay there as long as she wants. As long as she don't commit no crimes, she's cool with us.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? because we got to give extra love to us. I remember I was talking to this one sister, right? It's some time ago. I was talking to her, and when we driving, and it was some homeless person that, you know, was asking for money, and she gave this look like, ew, like don't get close to me. And I said, hold on, let me see something. Dug in my pocket, huh? Mm. I like, you got something? Put her on the spot. You got something? I don't know. Let me see. Yeah. I'm like, what? You ain't wanna? What, you ain't want them touching you or something? Why you look like that? She tried to make some excuse up because she knew that I seen that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, man, you never treat anybody like that. You don't treat people like that.
Right.
You gotta have some class, you gotta have some brotherhood, some sisterhood.
Right.
You gotta have love for your people, extra love.
Right.
Yeah, they homeless. You don't know why they homeless.
Right.
You don't know what got them into the streets. Maybe they got some mental problems and nobody wanted to take care of them.
Right.
Maybe that sister or that brother been raped and molested all their life, and nobody was able to be there for them, get them counseling, get them some medicine to help them, and they just out there. What else? Maybe they just gave up.
Right.
Some people just give up. Some people like, man, I'm tired of keep trying to make it in this world. I'm tired.
Right.
You never know. Or it can be an angel testing you to see if you have love for your people. Because remember, the Lord says always entertain strangers because you never know. It might be the Lord testing you to see if you really have love in your heart. And that sister, man, I seen her do that. I said, yeah, this ain't gonna work.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, that's a red flag.
Right.
I remember Gentleman Hyman breaking it down. He had to talk to a sister that he was with. And he was like, hey, you give him all that. I think that's what he said. I think he righteously robbed her. It was like, give him all that right there. Give it all to him. And he corrected, like, don't never do that, man. Because we got to have extra love for our people.
Right.
Like, I'm praying that Snap does get back on because I don't want to see people struggling. Right. I hate to see our people struggling. You know, I hate to see our people in prison struggling. Our brothers and sisters on the streets strung out on drugs. I'm tired of seeing these young people going through hell, making the wrong decision. I seen this one video, man, it was so sad. It resurfaced where this young sister, she in the bathroom with her boyfriend. She got the firearm. She shoots him by mistake in the back of the head. She shoots him in the back of the head, and she's panicking. And she turned the gun on herself. They both was dead in the bathroom. The people in the house heard the gunshots, and they had to bust through the door. Our young people shouldn't be having to die so damn young, man. They shouldn't be dying due to being taught the wrong way, not having the Lord there in their presence. Like, man, we should be making it possible for our children to be in safe environments. You get what I'm saying? Like, in the I.S.U.P.K, we make it safe for our kids to be in that house. Right. We make sure that environment that we in, right, if we do live in a neighborhood, we make sure that neighborhood locked down. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, we do a thorough research. Like, you would never catch me in certain neighborhoods. Like, right, the neighborhood I live in, that neighborhood locked down. I live on a neighborhood with one of my old friends from back in the day. I said, yo, man, what's this neighborhood like? He like, man, I run this joint. Like we good. Like all my family on this joint. Like this my family block. We good. There ain't nothing going on around here because somebody over here got shot. Now, little sidebar. I think I was parked down the block or something. It was nighttime. I got out the car. I look over. Oh, he got this big behind Glock. I don't know what he had. That joint was big as hell. It had to be a 40. But he had the joint right here just sitting there in all black. I looked at him. I was like, and kept it moving. Listen, I understand because he got shot. Yeah, he got shot. And I had to ask, yo, what's going on with this block, man? What's going on? Like, he's like, no, you good, man. You just, some bullshit. Oh, all right, no sweat. You get what I'm saying? But we make sure like that joint the zone locked down. You get what I'm saying? The zone locked down. And especially like with our kids, man, we teach our kids. As parents, man, we gotta teach our children. Teach your children not to be that kid at school bullying people.
Right.
You know how many people already have a hectic time in life alone? Then they gotta come to school and they gotta deal with your stupid, your dumb kid coming in there because your kid is dumb. Kid be dumb as hell, and instead of them learning something, they want to bully somebody that they feel as though that they got one up on. You get what I'm saying? Like, teach your kid how to have some compassion for their people.
Right.
Like, I don't teach my kids to be bullies. My kids know how to fight. They don't give a damn. You get what I'm saying? They'll pick up something and hit you upside your head with it. My kids got patience. I see my oldest, man, he was like, this little girl just kept like pushing him. He was like, I'm starting to get tired of you. He got a speech impediment. He said that joint so clear. I was like, oh. That little girl pushed him again. He was like, didn't I tell you to stop pushing me? I said, all right, chill. You get what I'm saying? You had to tell that little girl, but you can tell that her parents wasn't teaching her how to have manners, how to treat other people. You get what I'm saying? Especially not to put your hands on boys.
Right.
Because my oldest, his punishment is holding squats and doing push-ups. What you gonna do with a boy that when he gets in trouble, and he definitely get in trouble, he'll get in trouble like that no more. But around that time, boy, he was holding push-ups like it was nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I might gotta switch it up. This little nigga gets strong as hell. But I'm like, yo, what you doing? You gotta teach your kids right from wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that brings me into my topic, right? So in Romans 12:2, let's start from there. Let me show y'all something real quick. Because these scriptures, man, the scriptures got all the game that you need, man. All the game that you need. You can read it.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Romans, the 12 and verse 2.
Yeah.
And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. This world will destroy you. Again, I seen so many brothers and sisters lose their life because they chose to follow the world. So many of us is struggling because we choose to love the world when we should be loving the Lord, man. Keep going.
Yes, sir. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
You better renew your mind. You better realize and understand when it comes down to serving the Lord, man. It brings you the real peace. Like, you're gonna wake up some mornings, man, and you just gonna like you get what I mean? Like, that's like the best feeling, like, like having surety that the Lord with you.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not a good feeling when you sitting there and you like, man, if I walk outside this door, man, is it gonna be my last day? You get what I'm saying? You hugging your wife and kissing your kids, all you know what I mean, tightly, like, man, you know, it just is not a good feeling. You get what I'm saying? And that's why, you know, the Lord always send his priests out to teach the people, to teach our people not to carry on the ways of the world, because the world, I'm trying to tell you, the world will destroy you. The world will have you thinking that the sun is really blue. I done seen niggas leave the school and tell me some bull crap, talking about, yeah, you know, it's really I remember some dude was talking to my brother in the world, and he told him that the Anunnaki was real. He just said some nonsense, and I said, what? I said, and he was kind of feeding into it. I said, brother, he's a drug addict. Like, you left the school because of aliens, a fictional story. And he was like, yeah, man, I think that y'all should talk. I said, man, F him. I don't want to talk to him. He a loser. I said, instead of him being in this school, doing what he's supposed to be doing, like, if it's some information that you came across and you feel like is real, why don't you put it to the test and bring it to the generals? Say, yo, this is all the information that I found, and you breaking it down to the bone gristle. And you know what I mean?
Right.
If you feel as though that you don't agree with it, well, take it to council. And then in that council, you still feel like you ain't heard, and take it before the school. Take it before the whole school. Do what you gotta do.
Right.
Don't be a coward. Don't be a bitch. You're a man. Be a man. Christ was the most manliest man in history.
Right.
Because Christ did what the Most High said to do, and he did it perfectly.
That's right.
That's what it means to be a man, when you follow orders.
Right.
I'm tired of seeing people leave the school and then want to bitch and complain about, oh, well, this happened. And I asked, well, did you take it to council? Yeah, I took it to council and I wasn't heard. And they still bitching and complaining. I'm like, all right, well, I wasn't born into no council. What you mean? Nigga, what do the scriptures say after that? And then they just have a world of excuses why they couldn't do it. I'm like, you not doing what you're supposed to do. All right, you felt like they was wrong in that council, then you go handle it. People leave the school. Right. They want to talk about everybody in the damn book. Well, why? I had somebody say something about me. Oh, he in the car, this and that. Okay, why you ain't come to me? I came to you. You could have said, well, you know, this is how I feel about this and what you did. And we would have talked about it and had a discussion. And I figure out why you felt some type of way about me. You would have felt why I felt some way about you. You would have just had a conversation and had to go to council. I went to council because I'm not a bitch. I follow orders. If you don't follow orders, man, it's some bitch in you. You got to get it out as a man. Because, again, we talking about parenthood. Parenthood, you got to show your kids that you supposed to follow orders. How you going to tell your kids to follow orders, but you can't follow orders?
Right.
That's like if you're a wife. If your husband tell you to do something and you can't follow him, then how you going to get mad at a kid for not following your orders? You want to know what else is going to happen? You're going to teach that daughter of yours that she don't have to follow the lead of her husband. You want to know what's gonna happen?
Right.
She's gonna end up in a bad situation. Men ain't gonna want to deal with her. You understand? She ain't gonna be able to keep no man. No real man want a woman that is rebellious. Right. No, I don't want a woman that's rebellious. You want a woman that's rebellious?
La, sir.
He said la. He said in the Hebrew. That's how you know how serious it is. No man want a rebellious woman. And no woman want a man that is weak.
Right.
You know, she don't want a weak man. Be a man. Let it be known what it is and how you feel. And be righteous about it.
Right.
You get what I mean? Listen, I don't believe the hype on the internet. Women want a man to take the lead.
That's right.
It's all their life they had to take the lead. By the time you get to a woman in today's time, she is very hardening of the heart. She is very hardening of the heart. She for sure, been on survival mode for a very long time. I had this conversation with a sister in Trenton, New Jersey this weekend. She said, "Yeah, men say that I'm very masculine, Da, 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 da." I said, "Well, that's because you're on survival mode." She didn't understand it at first. I said, "Well, most black women in today's society is survivalists." I said, "Single mothers, survivalists." I said, "A woman to really be masculine is because you're trying to survive and you're adapting to what you feel as though can keep you safe. As a woman, you should be teaching your daughters that if she picks a good man, she don't have to be masculine. She can be feminine. She can sit back and allow a man to lead because she picked the right man." A lot of women say, "Well, a lot of men ain't fit to lead." Well, why you fucking? Why you having sex with them?
Right.
Stop putting all those damn those damn penises in your mouth. Give your vagina a break and get in class. Cover yourself up. Put a hair wrap on. You know, uh, Study. Understand what it means to be a daughter of Zion, a daughter of Commander Jenny YAHANNA. You understand? You will learn what a good man is because you will be around them every day.
Right.
You will see what real leadership is. Ain't no leadership outside these doors in
Right.
ISUPK. In Philly, the ISUPK are the leaders. We set the principle.
Right.
We are the example of what leadership is. We've been doing this since 1969. We are under Commander Jenny YAHANNA. We don't teach you to break the law. We in Islam, let me tell you something. In Islam, you got to be Muslim to get that special love. In ISUPK, we give love to every black, Hispanic, Native American.
That's right.
Oh, see, we Muslims. Nigga, you don't never hear me say, "Oh yeah, see, we Israelites." You don't hear us saying that, did you?
Last one.
Do we ever say that? We say we under Commander Jenny YAHANNA.
Right.
You know what I mean? But we don't use that to level how we treat one another. The only difference is from people outside of the school and people in here, we have rank structure. So a general get a different treatment than what a brother out there in the world would get.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that we will look at them less than.
Right.
What we will look at that brother is that's our brother.
That's
That's our
right.
sister. Now, Commander Jenny YAHANNA and these generals, we take orders from them.
Yes, sir.
So now we understand that when the generals are on deck and captains is on deck, higher officers is on deck, we're listening for command.
Right.
That's the only difference.
Right.
We're protecting one another according to rank. Because Officer Abad, he can be in here, and every other brother that's under him is on is being have their ear ready for any command that he might gives, right? And when he moves, if he walk outside, somebody gonna be like, "Hey, Salagi, sir, you going outside?" Because we're a unit. Now we can't be a unit like that with everybody outside.
Right.
Because everybody don't move like that with us, which is understandable. But if you is around us, we're going to protect you because that's what the scriptures say. If it's an outsider that comes among you, especially they come into under your roof and they are under your care,
Right.
you got to give your life for them. You understand? Because that's what we're supposed to do. Is decency and order.
Right.
You know what I mean? Give me Exodus 15:3. Give me Exodus 15:3. I'm gonna show y'all something. All throughout this Bible, the Lord be putting us on game. The Lord showing us how to be leaders. Parents, you must be leaders. Stop getting high so that your kids won't be like, well, mom, dad, you smoke all the time. I remember seeing my parents, knowing my parents got high. You get what I'm saying? So when the opportunity presented itself when I was in high school, I was like, shoot, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. Because I'm like, well, I'm used to seeing my parents get high. You know what I mean? Well, knowing that my parents got high, they didn't get high around me. But of course, you're gonna smell it in the house. Of course, you're gonna see it, the paraphernalia. Shoot, I'm gonna go ahead and get high. Shoot, I see my parents do it. You know what I mean? Subconsciously, of course. I made that decision, but let my mother would have been in the school and they would have taught me, hey, this is what God said about smoking. That's why I don't smoke. Hey, sex is marriage. I feel like if I would have knew sex was marriage, I ain't gonna lie, my life would have probably been totally different. A lot of people wouldn't even really know me like that. Because I probably would have been like, I'm cool. I ain't about to be, you know what I'm saying? But again, this knowledge wasn't as vibrant as it is today. Today, this knowledge is radiating all throughout the earth. There's no way that you can turn and say that you don't know what an Israelite is. But at one point in time, when I was growing up, I didn't know what an Israelite was. Growing up, I didn't even know how to read the Bible. The I.S.U.P.K, we show you how to read the Bible because we speak out of the Bible on a regular basis. Read what you got.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. The Lord is a man of war.
The Lord is a man of war. Meaning what? Meaning that the Lord is of decency and order. The Lord wants us to be leaders, be in ranks. He wants us to be strong. He wants us to be vigilant. He wants us to be fair, just. He wants us to be the voice of the fatherless and the widows. He wants us to be the voice of the weak, the ones that is no longer here and then receive justice. Sonia Massey, let's give her a hand. Wow. Some justice was delivered today, man. So this, if y'all don't know, I believe in Illinois, this sister lost her life. She lost her life to a racist cop. This cop came in the house. She called the cops for help. Now, of course, you would think that she called the cops. She asked them for help. You would think that the cops would be ready to attend to her needs. You would think that the cops would want to, help her and assist her. Well, if you watch the body cam, you can tell that it was something clearly wrong with her, right? And I believe she said something like, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and he shot her. He shot her. He said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and shot her in cold blood, to the point where his partner gave a testimony and testified against him. It was like, yo, she wasn't even a threat. Like, I wasn't afraid. He just shot her. Why? Because he's been groomed and understand that your hatred for Black and Hispanic people and Native American people is justified. And if you got that badge on, you're above the law. You get what I mean? Like he felt as though that her life didn't mean anything. Well, Sonia Massey got justice today. He got found guilty for second-degree murder. Second-degree murder. Meaning that he's going to be spending a long time in prison. And he's not going to be able to be in general population because what they do to police officers, ooh-wee. If you're a police officer, you go to jail, you might not make it for your full term. Go ahead.
In general population, how do they find out that you're a police officer in the first place?
Well, let me tell you something, man. The jails know things before we know it. Before we know who killed who and what happened, the jails already know. Jails already know that been a thing since forever. And one thing in prison is something called they read your paperwork. You on TV, everybody know who you are, and they know they can only imagine where you're going to be placed at. All your information is public. They can't classify your information. All your information is public because you are property of the state. All right. So when you go into, like, let's say I get locked up for, let's say, I don't know, I was drinking and driving, right? And I go, they send me to CFCF, right? That's correction. That's a house of corrections, right? It's just a it's a jail, right? Something called the county jail. County jail is where you stay at. You can either serve your time there if you got a short sentence, like let's say you got probably like 5 years or something like that. They might just let you serve it there. But anything over like 5, 6 years, they make you go upstate. And now you're going out far somewhere in the boondocks. They might ship you to another state, whatever. That's when you actually upstate. Uh, and you might be up there with the lifers and all of that. That's when it gets treacherous. So when you go to prison, you go to jail, they always gonna read your paperwork. That's you new to the pod. Hey, you got your paperwork. What you in for? You tell them you got your paperwork. You gotta show that paperwork. Why? Because they need to know if you touch kids, you know what I mean? Whatever you is, they want to make sure, even see if you're a rat. Yeah, if you a snitch, they know that they got to deal with you. Oh, this dude is a rat. They don't like chomos. Chomos is child molesters, and they don't like rats. You know what I mean? If you abuse kids, you did some horrific things to a woman, they gonna deal with you. On the women's side, it's the same thing. But boy, they're gonna deal with you a certain type of way if you in there for abusing your kid. They going to listen. It get brutal on the women's side too. But yeah, that cop, he ain't gonna be able to. He's gonna have to be in protective custody for his whole stay, because if he goes to general population and people gonna see who he is, and then they also gonna know that he's a ex cop. They're gonna do him dirty. Only way he is survive in general population if he gets protection from the white people, and that's like the skinheads, the Aryan Nation, and all that. That's the only way. If they give him a pass, and they might make him pay for protection. So that's a little prison talk for y'all. I think that's enough. All right. Officer Bob wanted to know. All right. So parents, understand that God is a man of war, meaning that he wants you to have order and structure. Even Moses explained that the Most High like things in decency and order. Have your house in order, man. Have your house in order. And just make some corrections. I've been made corrections recently, to tweak up the production in my house. Study time, a little less time throughout the week. Let's a little less time playing, and let's do a little bit more some studying. Let's get down to these books. Let's sharpen up your sword on what you're weak at. And and it was good, like it's so many things that you can do. Like let your kids see you working out. You know what I'm saying? Let your kids see you reading books. Let your kids see you and the mom, you and your husband spending quality time loving on one another, showing compassion for one another, because you want to know what? They're going to know later in life, that's what they need. Now, you as a father, you want to show your daughters how a woman should be loved. Well, if you got a daughter, think about it like this. Let's say you don't got a woman right now, right? And You looking for a woman. Look at how she present herself. Look how she talk. Look how she carry herself. The whole nine. And say to yourself, right? You're getting to know the shorty. Ask yourself, would you want your daughter to follow and look up to a woman like her?
Right. Right.
Like my daughters don't gotta look up to a woman that go outside dressing like a hoe.
Right.
They don't gotta worry about they don't gotta look up to a woman that is a hoe. They're gonna look up to a woman, they're gonna know a woman supposed to be in that kitchen. A woman supposed to reign supreme in that kitchen. All this new crap that they talking about, a lot of women think that their vagina is the catch, and that's all a man need. You got to teach your daughter that she must be a woman of many treasures.
Right.
Don't let her think that her vagina is the only treasure she have.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because a woman in the I.S.U.P.K, when it says, give me Proverbs 31.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into that scripture right there. I'm gonna show y'all something. You can read it when you have it.
Yes, sir. One verse, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 31 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. The words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him.
His mother supposed to put you on game, man. Keep going.
Verse 2. What, my son? And what the son of my womb? And what the son of my vows? Verse 3. Give not thy strength unto woman.
Give not your strength unto a woman. Brothers, this is what you should be teaching your sons. Don't give your strength unto a woman. Meaning what? Don't let a woman be able to rule over you.
Right.
You rule over your woman. You don't
Right.
let no woman rule over you. And just because I said you rule over a woman doesn't mean that you be a effing tyrant.
Right.
You ruling over your woman means that you are there to protect her and to provide for her and guide her. You understand? Because you got to protect the woman from her mind. Because you got to understand the woman is the weaker vessel. She's more prone to emotions than a man should be. You understand? A man not being emotional is natural because we're natural killers. We're natural providers. You understand? We're our genetic is to protect.
Right.
You understand? And lean more on logic. That's why, when it comes to masculinity, a man must protect it at all costs.
Right.
One of those things is making sure that a woman don't have control over you. I seen this weird post, right? This sister posted and was like, yeah, this right here. It was a picture. Now it didn't show them being naked or anything, but you see the woman behind the man, and she's choking him while she's performing. Like, of course, you know that she's performing a sexual act on him, right? And me, I'm like, man, the dude in the comments, you can tell some niggas just don't have no masculinity in them. He said, yeah, this is this kinky. I like this. I said, nigga, this is gay.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then she went on and tried to say that I'm gay because I think that. I said, listen, from what you're saying, I am probably the most masculine man that you ever spoke to a day in your life. Ain't no man should be getting choked from the back.
Right.
You understand? And getting a sexual act performed. This is not masculine.
Right.
That man supposed to be doing the choking. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna get too explicit. I ain't gonna get too explicit. But goddamn it, no man's supposed to be getting choked from the back. It's just some things that men just don't do, and that's one of those things. This sister tried to tell me that I'm this and I'm that. I said, listen, I don't know who you think you're talking to. This is gay. So many people started liking my comment because I just told her what it was. You understand what I'm saying? A man It's supposed to be a man.
Right.
That's what a man supposed to do. Supposed to not give your strength over to a woman to where now she can manipulate you and do whatever. I seen a video where this dude got stabbed 27 times. Now listen to this story. This brother was dealing with some broad and she was cheating on him. And one time, as he's calling her, she's giving oral sex to a man. He answers and tell her, "Hey man, you might as well stop calling, man. She busy giving me oral sex." He's heartbroken. He kept calling back. She calls after she's done giving fellatio. And she's saying she's sorry, this and that, this and that. So him being a sucker, he got her in the house. Like everything was cool. Right? And she's telling her, "I apologize." And then she comes out of nowhere and just starts stabbing him up. I'm talking about to the point where he said that he lost his senses. He couldn't smell anything, couldn't taste anything. And then she throwed a boiling hot water on him. He ends up in the hospital. He blacks out. Don't know what happened. He ends up in the hospital. He had third-degree burns, all that, to the point where he couldn't talk. She's sitting right there, right next to him at the hospital bed. He's trying to press the nurse emergency button because he's like, "Man, this bro about to kill me again." She crying, telling me, "Oh, I'm sorry, this and that, this and that." You know what he did? He didn't press charges. Oh, that's some police stuff right there. I wasn't going to go police on her. And he said he blackmailed her for 5 years just to have sex with her. He gave his strength over to that woman. Gave it straight up to her. When he should have dealt with her accordingly. She was supposed to get put away. That was attempted murder. Attempted murder. And he goes right back to her, being weak, talking about he blackmailed her for vagina. Like there ain't millions upon millions of black and Hispanic Native American women that's in this world. Don't give your honor over to a woman. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Verse 4.
Listen, kings fell because of vagina. Kings fell because they was being tender rotted. I mean, giving your honor over to a woman. Now, look at King Solomon. King Solomon started having sex with strange women. Angered the Lord. Don't give your honor over to no woman, man. It's some brothers that lead the school. They will lead the school, this perfect place, because that woman don't want them in the school. And they said, "I'm going to leave you. I'm going to take the kids from you. I'm going to put you on child support. I'm going to do everything in my power to destroy you if you join that school." I know niggas that left. I remember one brother, he called me. He complaining because IUIC trying to take his woman, trying to take his bitch from him. Right. He was watching us. He was watching the school. He was saying, "Yeah, man, I'm watching school. I'm watching the class. I'm trying to put her on," but she wasn't trying to listen. And then she did some research of her own. And then she liked the purple cats. She liked the IUIC. Right. IUIC told her, "Yeah, you're not legally married to that man. You needed to be on paper. You can he can either come with you into the school and y'all get married through us and we do the whole procedure with you, or you can leave him because technically you're not married and you can come into the school. And then you can marry your brother that's in the school." She told him, "Listen, you either going to be with me and get into this school over here. And if you choose to go to that I.S.U.P.K, I'm leaving you." Well, he got mad at IUIC. He was ready to hurt him. And I told him, I said, "Man, I'm verbatim, fuck that bitch. Leave her where she at. She's gonna choose on you regardless. If she'll do this with some people that she don't even effing know because they agree with her not having to share you, because that's really what it was. I said, then fuck her. You'll get another woman. Go get another woman. You get in class. That brother ain't never come back ever since. Why? He fell weak under a woman. He fell weak. Go ahead.
Because, sir, in first Esdras, it says, out of the three, of the wine, the king, and the woman is the strongest, but the truth beareth the victory.
Listen, woman is, it's a lot of people that's dead because a woman was mad at a brother, you know, because he might have had sex with another woman, or he ain't want her no more, did her dirty, whatever, and she called family to come deal with that person, and one thing lead to another. Now it's a whole war because of this sister not knowing what to say out of her mouth. And it's unfortunate that these things happens in our neighborhoods, but this the reality of when you deal with a wicked woman and you give your strength over to a woman. You understand what I'm saying? And you must be always conscious of your decision making, man.
Right.
Like if you end up in that family court, stop being so mad at her and be more so mad at yourself. Because if you didn't deal with that woman, just maybe you wouldn't be there. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta look at what's happening. You know what's going on in the world today. You gotta be mindful. You know what I mean? That's why I don't never jump the gun dealing with women. I take my time because I'm like, bro, I don't got time for you to be trying to ruin my happiness. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm cool.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not going to mess up what I got going on, what I fought for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's what every man must understand. You got to understand, man, your happiness means everything.
Right.
You better fight for it. But make sure everybody understands your woman and the kids. I want balance. I want peace in my house. And if things not in order, I'm going to correct it.
Right.
I'm not corrected. Understand, I needed to be done. I needed to be corrected. Or else this family ain't going to prosper the way how it should. And when we look at the families out here in the world today, these families destroyed. A couple can't last over a year and a half. Best believe that relationship is going to be over.
Right.
Co-parenting. I see a lot of people praising co-parenting. I mean, it's good for the kid, but really the kid should have both parents in that house.
Right.
Really, mom and dad need to get some damn counseling.
Right.
And we was being taught the Bible since we was kids. We would have understood that counsel is what couples going to eventually need.
Right.
Counseling. Most people don't even know how to be the bigger person.
Right.
How you expect y'all to get anything done if both of y'all are so damn egotistical?
Right.
Both of y'all, none of y'all can be right. None of y'all can be wrong. Nobody can say, you know what? You're right. You know what? I'm wrong. You know what? I apologize. Can't be humble.
Right.
Got to be stubborn. Can't see it from other point of views.
Right.
You got to be able to do those things. If you really want to be in a relationship, you really want your kids to have a good foundation. Right. You got to learn how to love in action and not just in your words.
Right.
If you love that man, you love that woman, take your time with them. Understand where they coming from. Understand their background. Most of the time, you don't even realize it be some stuff from childhood. It be some childhood trauma that be lingering in that relationship. And when y'all, start talking about it, you'll find out that 9 out of 10, the reason why they might be stuck in this behavior loop is because of that whatever happened to them, and in the past time.
Right.
For I speak about myself, like it was a time period where it was hard for me to trust women, and I try, I ain't really had too many girlfriends or ribs that I actually was in a full blown relationship with, but the times that I did, it was something that they did within like that first couple month period where it made me not trust them, and then I would kind of have this evil eye towards them. You get what I'm saying? And it stewed all the way back from some girl breaking my heart when I was in 10th grade. Yeah, I'll give y'all a brief story. She wound up having sex with another dude. But the worst part about it was he ended up being her first instead of me.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was actually trying to be the good guy. You know what I mean? And like a sucker, I wound up taking it back. And mind you, I'm just starting to really get acquainted with females and all that. So me and her, I actually took her back. And she was still dealing with him, but she was hiding from me a little bit more. And then I remember Valentine's Day came around. I remember my little sister. Shout out my little sister, man. She was like, man, F that B. Because I was like, yeah, man, I'm trying to think where I want to take her. And she was like, you about to do what? She would just play me. But I needed that humiliation. You get what I'm saying? Because I gave my damn power over to that broad, man. And for a long time, I was hardened. Like I wouldn't trust a woman. You know what I mean? Like a chick would start crying in front of me, I just start laughing. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell you find so funny? And it was just because I was still kind of hurt from what happened. You feel what I'm saying? And for a long time, didn't even know until I sat there one day and I was just like, damn, that's why I had to disconnect sometimes from abroad. You get what I'm saying? Like I get this disconnect and I start wandering off having sex with other women. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not really into the relationship like that no more. Like, and that was something that I realized later in life. You get what I'm saying? When I started reflecting and not getting high so much, I mean, coming into the school, started realizing certain things. I was like, damn, like, that's crazy. You feel me?
Right.
So like in relationships, remember, like your partner could have certain issues and problems that that they don't even understand. But one, as a brother, like the generals told me, man, you are a woman, they're the provider, and one of those things that you provide is counseling.
Right.
And sisters, y'all need brothers that not getting high. You get a nigga that's high, nigga, all you do is get high, smoking weed. How he's gonna help you deal with your problems when he can't deal with his own? The nigga get high. You know what I mean? Like how? Like you supposed to be with a brother that has the answers.
Right.
That's why the Commander YAHANNA put us through the ringer, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're a trooper. You're getting so much information. You're an officer. You get so much information. You want to do Hebrew Academy. You're getting so much information. Like literally in the I.S.U.P.K, you are trained to be a good husband.
Right.
You are trained to be a good wife.
Right.
That's what we need in Philadelphia. That's what we need in every Black, Hispanic, Native American community. Good husbands and good wives so that it can be good parents.
Right.
Right now, we got SNAP being shut down because of the whole government shutdown. Because for real, Donald Trump doesn't want the Epstein list to come out. So he's doing everything in his power to prevent it from coming out. And, they're not trying to swear in the woman that's going to open up the Epstein files.
Right.
They're not trying to swear her rent. So now everything is being held off, and so many people is going to be struggling this month. Let me tell you something. The Lord is letting it be known to stop putting your trust, stop putting your allegiance into this country.
That's right.
If you and that man that you had those kids with, if you learned how to, if you actually understood how to pick a man, if you actually understood how to stay with your man, two people is better than one.
Right.
Two people is better than one.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You got that man in that house. Guess what? He gonna do a double. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A man gonna make sure. I ain't saying a woman ain't gonna make sure, but man, it'll be a lot easier if it's two of y'all in that damn house
Right.
making it happen. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I gotta be at, in my house, it's two of us.
Most high Christ.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna make sure these kids gonna eat.
Right.
I got 4 kids that I gotta look after.
Right.
We gonna make sure that they good. And if you need help with groceries, I.S.U.P.K, man, we got a pantry here.
Right.
You know what I mean? Call us up. See we got canned goods. You know what I mean? We trying to get some more in stock. We got canned goods galore.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, come pull up. Come get the assistance that you need.
Right.
You know what I mean? But the Lord, man, don't want us putting our trust into these people. Give me Lamentations 4:17.
Yes.
Give me Lamentations 4:17. Yes, the Lord don't want us solely dependent on these people, man. The Lord want us to be able to depend on one another. We gotta love one another, man. And all these people want to do is make our lives harder. That's all they want to do. They want to make your life harder. The Republicans know what the hell they doing.
Right.
They shut their government down for a few reasons. They know what they're doing. They like, man, we gotta make sure that these cats suffer.
Right.
They want us to suffer, man. They get a joy out of knowing that black and brown people is suffering. But let me tell you something, man. Black and brown people, we're used to being poor.
Right.
You know who's not used to being poor? White people.
Right.
White people ain't used to being poor, having to scrounge up change. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you how poor it gets sometimes. Black people and brown people are used to going through the couch looking for change, just so that they can go grab something to eat from the store.
Right.
Just so that they can get a snack or something. They going through all the drawers.
Right.
They looking under the mats, under the beds, under pillows, under the couch. We ransacking the whole crib just so that we can get some damn food, man. We'll survive on oodles and noodles for 30 days and 30 nights.
Most high Christ.
That one pack of noodles is like what, $12? Get you a box of ramen noodles. Listen, we be ramen noodle king.
Most high
what
Christ.
I'm saying? We ain't too proud. We
Right.
gonna survive. We gonna make it. But white people, they don't like feeling black. And a lot of those Trump supporters, man, don't never get it twisted. A lot of them white people is on welfare.
Right.
They on welfare just like black and brown people. And they are going to lose their marbles when they are eating oodles and noodles for 2 nights in a row. They're like, now wait a goddamn minute, Trump. You told us that you was going to, man, open up like the government. They going to start going crazy. Watch. Man, Thanksgiving's coming around. You think black people ain't going to celebrate Thanksgiving? Let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you the power of black and brown people. People are going to chip in. You want to see when people going to chip in? People going to chip in. Even though that holiday is disgusting, we shouldn't be celebrating. Black and brown people is going to chip in because we're used to this type of oppression. We
Right.
used to it. We used to it. We used to it, man. It ain't nothing new to us.
Right.
Black people, I'm trying to tell you, we would eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for 10 nights in a row.
Right.
I know it. So I used to live in this crib, right? I used to rent a room back in the day. And I remember this dude, all he would eat is white rice. I lie to you not. This nigga would eat nothing but white rice and would just eat it bland. Some days he'll like, I think one day he put ketchup or mustard on it. I was like, the hell? He'll put like salt and pepper on it. Now I think the nigga was kind of a little off because he told me he used to love acid. Like when he talked about it, it was like it was a joy. It was like Christmas time for him. I was just looking at him like, nigga, you make me never want to try that ever. You is dumb as all I don't know what. But that dude, since he moved in, all he ate was white rice. I only seen him eat something different probably like once. He would eat white rice all day. He had his rice cooker. He'd cook his rice. He'd be sitting there on his laptop eating food, just chill. I'm talking about he's eating his white rice, but not a problem. A lot of white person go through that. They gonna the Republicans gonna be like, I'm sorry to say, man, it is Trump supporters. They're gonna try to say that they turn Democrat because of how they gonna be showing nothing but hatred towards Donald Trump and his administration. Go ahead.
If I could, sir, when we got out of Egypt, the Red Sea, we got used to eating manna. We had to eat manna for a long period of time until we cried to the Lord about those the flock of or geese, or I forget what it was, not geese, but those birds. But we was eating manna.
Listen, bottom line is this, man. Black and brown people, we understand the struggle. Right. And this is the time for black and brown people to come together. If you got food, you got enough food, pass it over to somebody that you know might be struggling. You know what I mean? You got food, you like, man, I might not need it. Man, check on your neighbor and make sure your neighbor don't need it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like your neighbor might need some corn. You got a couple cans of corn. You know, especially they got kids. Check on them older people on your block. Hey, you all right, Miss Gladys? You all right, Mr. Mark? You need anything? All right, no problem. Just let me know. If y'all cook, you know what I mean, ask them, hey, you want a plate? Yeah, I got a plate for you. I mean, I'm gonna come over with it and go make sure that they good, man. This is the time where black and brown people gotta start actually showing love and compassion for one another. I got some Hispanics next door from my house, man. Let me tell you something, man. I'm gonna tell, they just moved in. One day I'm gonna tell my wife, hey, listen, make some tacos and we gonna try to make some, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yo, man, we making Mexican man. We know how to cook, man. I tell people I'm Judicar. Judicar, meaning I'm black and Mexican. Right. Listen, man, because I want them to understand that, man, we brothers. You know what I'm saying? We family. You know what I mean? Y'all, they might be struggling. Hey, look. I mean, y'all want some food, huh? There you go. We got to show love to one another now. And that's what this whole government shutdown is going to start showing people, that this ain't the place of our rest. Especially if you looking at what they trying to pass in the House and the Senate. They trying to pass some things where Donald Trump is going to have full immunity from releasing all types of horror into the people. And you know that all that horror is going to come to black and brown people. It's to the point now, he don't even care if it go to white people. I done seen white people get slammed on the ground. Because white people talking about, you got some white people out there like, yo, what the hell is y'all doing? Y'all being wicked as hell. And all you see is the ICE agents pick them up, throw them on the ground like a bag of ice. You know what I mean? Treating them, and he's even saying that he's recommending bringing in all branches of military into American cities. Go ahead.
It was Quail.
It was Quell?
It was Quail.
Okay.
Just to let everybody know.
All right. So, yeah, Donald Trump want to bring the Navy in. What the hell do you want to bring the Navy in? You want me to tell you why he want to do that? Because he wants to show that he's powerful. Donald Trump got the complex of a man that lacks in manhood, if you understand what I'm saying. He lacks in manhood. You know what I mean? He knows he's not really a respected man. So he does things so that he can get respect. And when you don't show him respect, oh, you're going to regret not showing me respect, not being on your knees and like Donald Trump wants people to treat him like he's Jesus. That's what he wants. He wants people to treat him like he's God. Like if you say that I pray to you every night, you know what I mean? He probably say, I answer your prayers. I answered them. I heard it last night. I heard you pray. Yes, some people say I'm better than God. Like that's how idiotic he is. You get what I'm saying? We dealing with somebody like that, man, and he's an animal. You understand what I'm saying? He's an animal, and he's showing black and brown people that white people can never be trusted. Let's read the scripture you got.
Yes, sir. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 17.
Yeah.
As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
Man, we want the help from these from America, right? So right now, people is complaining, people is sad because the EBT shutdown. Here's the thing, man. If you black and brown, man, this is why you got to be on your grind.
Right.
This is why you should have been understanding what was going to happen eventually. And this is give me Romans. Hold where you at. Give me Romans where it says high times. I think 13 and 11. It's high times, man. The Lord wants you to be aware of what's going on in the world today. Be aware of what's happening. Wake up. Stop being asleep. Because what's happening right now is all prophecy, man. Donald Trump has literally bankrupt farmers and cattle farmers. He gave money to Argentina and said that he's going to buy Argentina beef. Want to know why? Because the beef is going to be cheaper from Argentina. Here's the thing. He's going to bankrupt the farmers. Right. And then he's going to bail them out. You want to know what eventually is going to happen again? They're going to need another bailout. Right. They're going to need another bailout. When farmers can't sell their crops go bad. They got to cut it all down. They can't let it sit there and keep growing. Right. They gotta throw it away. Okay. Donald Trump is destroying America. The backbone of America is agriculture, is produce. That's how you're able to make money. And once the price of produce starts to go up, then that means that the price that people got to sell their products is going to go up. Right. How the hell you expect people to survive if you putting tariffs on everybody? They just had to block one of his requests on putting tariffs on Brazil because Brazil got soybeans, and instead of, and this is the stupid part about Trump, instead of Trump not making enemies with China, he makes enemies with China. And China said, all right, I was buying soybeans from you. You know what? F you, I'm going to go to Brazil. And I'm going to buy their soybeans. Now, Brazil sold soybeans to China. And now he's so mad. He's on his little war path. Oh, I'm going to put tariffs on Brazil, and they rejected it. People that was Republicans rejected it, like, yo, we can't afford you keep putting these damn tariffs on people, man. Like, you can't just put tariffs on people because you feel upset about something. He put a tariff on Canada because Canada ran a commercial during a effing baseball game. Come on, man. This is not the place of your rest. You was holding scripture?
Yes, sir.
Read what you got.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And that, knowing the time.
Knowing the what?
Knowing the time.
Knowing the what?
Knowing the
You
time.
gotta know what the hell the time it is, man. You gotta understand what's happening in the world today. You better pay attention to politics. It's a lot of stuff that's happening that people don't know. ICE agents, you can't do anything to them if you're a police officer. You want to be a good cop, you can't be a good cop. Because if you try to stop an ICE agent from performing their duty, they can arrest you and they can abuse you if you're a cop. Yeah, that was just passed. What else was passed? What else was passed? Federal immunity for ICE agents. Yeah, they got federal immunity. That's including with not being able to get arrested by regular police officers. Yeah. So now also what they did was for Hispanic people that are legally here, he made it harder for them to renew and to apply for the process. They in here going through the process, and now he made it harder for them. And the speculations is that he's making it harder so that they can reach a quota to brag about the deportations of Hispanic people. Because if a Hispanic is here legally, and they're going through the process and they within their range to, be here and wait for their green card, well, now they're trying to make a bunch of loopholes so that they can't be able to get their green card so that they can be deported. And this is all to try to destroy black and brown people. Because now what they're going to want to try to do is figure out how they can get rid of black people. Right. They want. So that's the game plan right now. How can we get rid of black people? And don't think that they're not saying this because they text messages been leaked that they have an agenda against us. Right. That's why the Most High said, man, don't never trust your enemy. Right. Wake up and see what time it is. This snap, shutdown, let me tell you something. Instead of you buying all those damn crab legs, buying all that bull crap that you was buying with your food stamps last month, you should have been buying canned goods and making sure you stocked up enough so that when it comes to this month, you have enough to be able to survive. And all you got to do is take a couple dollars, go to a couple food banks, and be able to stock up on what you need to stock up on. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, that you getting all those goddamn crab legs and all that, you're gonna eat. Like, crab legs ain't nothing. Maybe if you go get a $10 box of chicken legs, right? Just maybe you'll be able to survive a little longer through the shutdown, right? Because don't think that the shutdown is not gonna last. This month, a lot of fingers being pointed around. I'm gonna tell you another thing. A lot of Republicans want to come back, but they're afraid of what Donald Trump is going to do to them. They want to come back because a lot of them want to secure the vote of midterm. They want to make sure that they can keep their seat. Because now what it's going to be is the Democrats is going to be able to say, well, you're going to vote for them when they are Donald Trump flunky. This is what they did during the whole shutdown. Remember that shutdown?
Right.
Now look at what they was doing. They did nothing. We came ready through that whole shutdown. They did anything. This is what they signed off on because they're Donald Trump's crony. And a lot of them don't want this going on, but they're afraid. They're afraid. A lot of them want the Epstein list to come out. A lot of them actually care about what happened to those victims, somewhat, but they're afraid of the repercussions. Go ahead.
Of course, sir. If they're afraid, why did they sign up for that position?
Money, power, a chance at getting a higher seat eventually. You understand? Have power over black and brown people. That's what they want. They want to be able to have power over us. They want to be able to make our life a living hell. Them tax cuts that they that big beautiful bill, man, was hell. So you get taxed more if you make under $50,000 a year. Your health care is going to go up. It's going to go up. What? If you pay $300, you'll be looking at paying $900 just for yourself, for your premiums. So if you're getting government assistance, you better pray that you're going to be still covered. Right. You better pray that they still cover you. Right. A lot of people's getting kicked off. Right. When it comes down to people that's actually paying out of pocket, it's going to be a little bit more, right. A lot more, because they don't have a game plan. I think that December 1st is the expiration date on the whole Affordable Care Act, where it's for people for, affordable health care. Right. A lot of people is already seeing the increase of healthcare. This is what they don't care. Donald Trump don't care. You better start watching the damn news. I'm watching it. I got numerous news outlets that break all this down. Now,
yes, promoting his viewership.
I got you. I have seen a lot of stuff in this news, man. They got Mike, House of Representative Speaker, Mike Johnson. He's up there. He don't know what. Listen, they call him MAGA Mike. That's what all the people that break down this whole thing with Donald Trump and his administration, they call him MAGA Mike. And MAGA Mike is just like, yo, like you can tell, like he's trying to defend him to his best ability. Even MAGA Mike kind of like, I don't know how long I can keep lying to y'all. Like, and all they do is just blame it on Democrats. And I'm like, yo. That's why the Lord said, man, our eyes have failed looking for vain help. These politicians, man, don't give a damn about you. You got so many black people that, I'm a black conservative. You're a coon. Right. You really think that listen, I have seen black people that supports Donald Trump get humiliated online. I'm like, dog, they don't like you. Right. They don't like you. Right. When they call me nigga, know that they calling you a nigga too.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, when they make racist jokes, know that they talking about you too.
Right.
Don't think that you excluded nigga because you vote the same as them.
Right.
I could have voted for them too. And they'll still say that I eat watermelon and chicken. Right. They would still disrespect me. What do you think? What do you think you different? Because what? You don't believe in abortions? I don't believe in abortions. Right. You know what I mean? You don't like two men having sex? I don't like it. Right. But do that mean that now I gotta hate black people just so that I can be accepted? Hell no. Right. And as parents, we got to be mindful of what we giving our kids, because if you look at this government shutdown, this is the time that you teach your kids to never trust politicians, never trust white people, because white people would rather see you starve than eat. It's a lot of people out here that is going to be going hungry. You know, I was talking to my little brother, and he was kind of like laughing about it, like about the whole situation. I'm like, nah. I'm like, we understand it's the Lord. We ain't laughing about it. People's going hungry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our job to teach people, yo, don't put all your heart and soul into the government. And how do you know that? I'm not saying not to get food stamps. I wish I could get food stamps. Shit. That mean it'd be more food stamps in the damn house. But understand how to properly prepare yourself.
Right.
We had this strike been going on for over 30 days.
Right.
It was time for you to put all those food, all that, man, you better buy canned goods.
Right.
But understand what's going to happen if this strike keep happening.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We got to start doing our research, start doing our due diligence.
Right.
So that we can, all right, that joint about to go down.
Right.
Let me go stock up my food. You know what I mean? Let me make sure I stack some extra cheese up, just in case. And this is all things that parents must be understanding, especially men.
Right.
Be that man in the house, even if it's your baby mom, whatever. You might not be with her, but your kids is there. Hey, listen, shorty, don't be going crazy on your spending this month. Hey, don't be going all crazy on that food stamp card. Why are you saying that? Because this government shutdown might get real. You get what I'm saying? As a man, it's our job to be the leadership in that crib.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And it gotta be understood. Yo, that's what you gotta do. Boom, boom, boom. You just handle your business. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all. Handle your business, man.
Right.
Tap in with the I.S.U.P.K, man. That's my time, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. All right, let's clap it up. All right, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Yeah, I mean, with that being said, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And with that being said, shalom.